Hello. So, I was talking to an old classmate a few days ago, and they brought up the here's Eddie. Also did our books. I think that's what we called it, but I don't remember. But anyway, so it was kind of like we would use old books like encyclopedias, and we would. This is the one from the first year, so it was kind of more like a scrapbook. See, like this was, I do have a lot of pictures in there. I remember, I think. And then the second one, I think this is one was, so we took an old encyclopedia, and this was more like, it was still collaging, but I haven't opened it since then. But what is this? I have an old morning special pass. So the school that I went to, like, they wouldn't open the doors until we were actually had to like go inside for class. So sometimes I would ask the teacher like, hey, can you let me in earlier? Because I didn't want to be outside. So these things still exist. She was really cool though. Miss Scroggins. Anyways, but yeah, I hope you enjoy. Okay, so this is the very first one, and so we just had to find an old encyclopedia, and then we would start. Let's see, because I don't even remember. Okay. So I did this with a Wrangler's cut out from a magazine. If you can see, I just cut this out to make the eye. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so this is the first one. So I guess this was all about me. So that's kind of, what in the world? Anyway, so some of my friends, I had just moved from Minnesota, so I was like really missing them. Here's me and my quinceañera, my cousin. This was at Valley Fair, kind of like the Six Flags of Minnesota. I literally took a picture from on top of the roller coaster. All my friends, oh my gosh. Throwback, dude. There's a lot of glare here because they're actual pictures, but what in the world? Okay. Oh, and then I would add all these, like all this yarn. Okay, long view. So that's the school I went to. The Lobos were our mascot. Wow, but these are like super old pictures. Okay, so this is when I kind of started doing collage. Okay, so let's see what this is. So let's see. I don't know if there were actual themes in these, but just random stuff. Oh, snap. It's better to burn out than fade away. No time to waste. Me being a chola over here. Wishful soul, and I think, so this was painted. Look at all my scratches from hiking. This just came off. This is just me paint. So I collaged like a whole bunch of little pieces of paper from the magazines, and I just stuck them everywhere, and then I painted over them. Interesting. Why do I have the Jabberwockies on here? Oh, what in the world? These are just like pieces of paper. Glasses, open your eyes to see something new. How I did that, I have no idea. Nice book, Angie. -10 because I turned it in late. So this was a Spanish book. So this was a very loved one, as we can tell. This we used to do in elementary. I was so mesmerized by it when we did. We would do it in Minnesota in our art class. It was one of the projects and it was so fun. You can obviously tell what I was listening to. Hey, this is a Noop's card. So this was an artist, abstract artist. He went to the same school that I did, but years before. And so then when I was in college, I think he had already graduated from his bachelor's or something. And I would, when I was back in the day when I was in Facebook, I would message him a lot because he would give me a lot of tips and stuff. Because I did want to go to UT. He would tell me a lot about the art program there. And yeah, so he gave me his card. I think I saw him at a show once. So I would do literally like super faint sketches of what I was gonna do. I was very into surrealism. So this one came from a dream. It's actually a painting. I have it somewhere, but I'll post it if I find it. But I dreamt about a lot of sunflowers and bees. I was on a school trip or something like that, and the bees became the flowers in my painting. Okay, so these I started writing. It was literally I think it was a few months before I got baptized. I would start writing. This is me writing cantos, or attempting to. Like this one, I remember this little piece right here. So a storm had just hit like really bad, and then all of a sudden it just cleared out. And I was sitting outside the library, and I just like, it felt so peaceful. So see, like a toaster, but it's actually a CD player, and then the outlet thingamabob is actually a music note, or like a blender, and the thing is actually like this. I would just see a lot of random things and like in my head, and then I would just like sketch it out really faintly, like an apple, and then instead of the little stem thingy, it was a hand. I used to do these a lot. Why doesn't glue stick to the inside of the bottle? And just like a random little one that I had. Or I would just do like, I would be in the car and then I would just stop for a second and like do super small things of the same thing, basically. That's the Eiffel Tower. Zippers. This was kind of like practicing just symmetry, I guess. More zippers. Another zipper. More zippers. Oh, and then I actually did a painting of this. It was a zipper. It was a tree. It was a tree cut in half, but it was stitched together, or like zipped up together. Basically like this. But more like this. So this is when I would sew. There was a time where literally all my clothes were handmade by me, like anything except for tops. I wasn't really into making tops, but like all my skirts and everything, I would make them myself. It was West Texas, and it was my dad was driving and I was on the passenger seat, just like watercoloring. if I were to go back, I would obviously like outline these and everything. We stopped. This was back in 2015 in New Mexico at Laguna Burger. Again, I would have outlined all this. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember what these. Oh, these were for my Instagram, like story highlights, I guess. My personal one. Another sign that I did for Waco's Infantil. And then just me practicing and practicing. And more practice. And more practice. So I used to have an Etsy shop called Pleated Florals where I used to sell skirts that and like things that I would make. This was a dream that I had and I made it into a painting as well. I'll post it somewhere. So I started doing this spoon challenge. So spoon is, I forget what it's really called, but I think it's just called Spoon, maybe, I don't know. But it's a store online that actually does your designs into fabric. So they were having a challenge, so I did kind of like Inktober. So day 1, day 2 probably had to do with mountains. They were like super simple, fast designs, sketches. So tree. Oh, this is my favorite. So more skirts, more skirts, more skirts. So this is the shirt that I'm wearing, and this is what Five Dragon Daughter is. It was just really cool show that I got to be a part of with my paintings. If I ever found quotes that I liked, I would write them down. So Just Listen used to be my favorite book. And so I had all these notes from it with the page number. Before I Die, I also read that one. So here's when I would do a lot of the notes or the quotes from the books, like Burned was a really good book that I read. And so all the all the quotes that I would find that I liked, like Whisper Time. And I would put who actually said the quote. Another Sarah Dessen book because I was obsessed with her. So yeah. This is when we did a live auction. That's crazy. More books by Ellen Hopkins, which I almost read like all of her books. I got lost. Oh my god. This was from when I was watching Across the Universe. I actually did this painting in oil. And then the girl has like the heart. So I used to be, these are just photocopies of them, but I used to be in an art club in college and we would trade cards. So it was kind of like Pokemon cards or whatever. Our information in the back, kind of like, not our business cards, but like, you know, but yeah, to see who would have the most cards and like what type of cards you collected and stuff. So that was pretty cool. Hey, so you made it all the way through a few of my sketchbooks and my art books. I have found a lot more since doing this video, so if you guys would care to see any more, let me know. I have a lot of, hold on, let me show you this. So they're like huge pieces that some of these you saw in the video, but I can go more in depth. Like, look at this big old elephant tree. So let me know.